Howdy y'all, Master Sergeant Porkins here. How you guys doing today? Before we get started on today's video, I want you guys to do me a little favor. YouTube kind of caught itself with its pants down. They said that even though that you may be subscribed to a channel, that if you do not have your notifications turned on, they will not send a notification. So please hit that notification bell and also hit that check mark on there to make sure that you get every bit of content, including live streams that I come out with. And I thank you very much for that. Today's topic is what we're going to be talking about is something that has happened as of recently within the past couple of hours, the recording of this video. There was a shooter at a YouTube headquarters, and I wanted to say my thoughts about it. I'm not going to get political into it, because regardless of what your stance is, if you're pro-gun or anti-gun, this is not about politics. This is about people. And this is also funnels into livelihood. Now, regardless of what you want to think, there was people hurt. I don't know all the details. I don't know if we will know all the details until everything comes out, until they figure out, eyewitness statements and everything. But there's things coming in slowly over time. I haven't been checking the news as of regularly, but as we find out more, I'll let you guys know. But what is coming down to the point is that people were hurt. People were hurt, and it's stunning, because there's a lot. You're starting to see a lot of these things pop up. Once again, it's not a political thing. It's just you're starting to see a lot more hurtful things come about, and I just don't know why we can't be people. In the end of the day, that's what it really comes down to. I don't know why we can't just be people. Why can't we just live our lives? It's gotten to the point where all this diversity is a great thing. It's a wonderful thing, but it's gotten to the point now we've become so diverse it's caused division. And now we're starting to argue over petty things. And with those petty things, people get violent, and people get violent. Bad things happen to people. And at the end of the day, we just really need to just say, hey, we're people. Shouldn't matter if you're white, black, Hispanic, whatever race, creed, culture that you come from, whatever your sexual orientation or designation, gender, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, we're just people. And I think that's what we need to realize, that we need to just cast all those aside and just be people. And then I want to speak a little bit about what's going to happen. We know that YouTube has been pushing the whole ordeal against weapon and firearms and all sorts of stuff with videos on their platform as of lately. And since this has happened, and once again, we don't know what the gunman was doing there. We know what they did, we just don't know why. And of course, that's going to come out, whatever time period, if it does. But here's the thing I'm pretty sure is what's going to happen. Because that there was gun crime that happened over there, I'm pretty sure that any sort of activism or anything to try to keep these weapon, firearm, slingshot, bow, whatever. Even anything from like bow hunting and learning how to craft knives and stuff. These really cool channels. I think this was pretty much the last nail in the coffin. That's just, I don't think they're going to even be around anymore. But here's the slippery slope. Anything that you probably see artwork, anything that even considered video games. And I know a lot of you people are Let's Players. I'm a Let's Player, and I do other things too, but it's going to get really bad here really soon. And I can see that. And that's the sad part. I can see a lot of Let's Players and making it harder for the video game genre and other things of like how-to videos for anything from firearm collectors or weapon collectors. It's going to be very hard because, yeah, we do play a lot of video games are violent out there. A lot of wartime games, your Call of Duties, your Battlefields, Battlefronts. Even if it's, make-believe weapons like, laser weapons, these, anything from the Star Wars, Star Trek universe and everything, you're probably going to see those disappear, because anything that has any sort of violence is probably going to start slowly, disappearing. And I mean, even things like, you know, say for instance, you know, people that play, you know, games like Dead by Daylight, Friday the 13th, things that have, you know, really graphic violence to them, with killing people and everything. Yeah, that's going to get washed away too. So now you're going to start missing out unless you're playing games like Hello Kitty, you know, Island Adventure. Yeah, it's going to be a very dying genre. So I'm just kind of putting this out there, and I want to speak to people about this. Like, what are your guys' thoughts? Please leave it in the comments. Like, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think that with this cause, what's the effect is going to happen? Because I have already stated what I said. I believe that, you know, you're never going to see the firearms and gun culture stuff come back to YouTube, and it's going to start spreading out to other things because, you know, it's that whole slippery slope effect. People say it's not going to happen, but it always happens. It's just not. It's not how, it's when. And I don't know. Just right now, I'm a mixed bag of emotions at the moment, because not only for the people that have been hurt, and, you know, lives that are going to be misplaced, and, you know, and different things going on, but the fact is, this is something that needs to be said, because this is going to really displace a lot of the livelihoods of people that try to make stuff on YouTube. Yeah, I have a small channel, but to be honest, it's what keeps my household alive. It keeps it running. It keeps it going. I do this full time. How is this going to affect me? It's one of those things, yeah, you're most likely going to have to adapt or die. Are we going to lose more freedoms? Are things going to be more lockstep and lockdown? Once again, tell me in the comments, because, as I said, I like to speak with people, and I like to comment back, get a good conversation going. No arguments, just a really good conversation, and just kind of put it out there on the table. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you coming on out. If you guys enjoyed what you saw, give that like, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so you get notified of everything that comes out on this channel. And I'll see you all in the next battlefield. Deuces! Alrighty, I'll catch you later.